Are you who you want to be? Because the one thing that I realize is that you will never be able to outperform your own self-image. This entire world, this entire experience is a direct reflection of how we feel about ourselves, the insecurities and the confidence levels. The sadness and the happiness is all a manifestation of how we feel deep down inside about ourselves. If you think that you're someone who's only capable of making $4,000 a month, I guarantee you're not going to accidentally make 10, bro. It doesn't work that way. But if you see yourself as being someone who is deserving of making $50,000 a month, then it's going to be very, very hard for you to make less than a certain amount of money because your mind is fixed on a goal that you feel like you're deserving of. So by nature, you're going to be attracted to that goal. That is the self-image you hold of yourself. And the thing that I started to realize is that everything in my life I've attracted. Everything in my life is a direct manifestation of my own thoughts about myself and my own paradigms about certain situations. And the number one thing that I didn't understand is that in the present moment, we are creating our future, and all of our past experiences and all of our past actions has created the present moment. So the only way to change the future, if you're tired of living in the way that you're living now, if you're looking around, you take inventory and you don't like what you are experiencing, you don't like what you see, the only way to change the future is through the present. The only way to become that millionaire is by changing your habits when you're broke. The only way to have a loyal girlfriend or a loyal boyfriend is to be a husband or a wife in the present. There is no way to circumvent the process of becoming what you want to actually be. It is the constant state of becoming in which you actually become the individual that you want to be, right? It's in the present moment that we create the future results that we're looking for. So if you're not satisfied with what you're currently experiencing, you have to change things in your life on a daily basis, whether it's your mindset or your paradigm, whether it's simple things as waking up a little bit earlier, going to sleep a little bit earlier, taking showers at different times, eating certain foods, reading books instead of scrolling on your phone, constantly making small adjustments to our daily habits that are going to create a shift in who we feel we are, that create a shift in our own self-identity. Because like I said in the beginning, you will never outperform your own self-image. You have to view yourself as a person who is up here. That doesn't mean you have to be conceited. That doesn't mean you have to be cocky, but you do have to walk with the level of confidence that cannot be swayed by anyone around you. You cannot allow external factors to affect your internal paradigm. Because once your internal is corrupt, once your internal is disrupted and uneasy, then that is going to directly reflect in your entire world. You ever notice when you feel like you have a lot going on in your life, your house is always cluttered? You ever notice when you feel like you have a lot going on in your life, your body falls off? You ever notice that when you have a lot going on in your life, the quality of your relationship starts to deteriorate? All of that is being experienced in here first and then manifesting itself in your external world. That is the effect of your mental state. That is the effect of your paradigm. That is the effect of your own self-image, which is why it's so important for you to work on a daily basis, even if you are going through a challenging time, to remind yourself you're not the person to fall and to fumble. You're the person to get up and continue. You get knocked down 7 times, you get back up 8, right? That type of mentality is the person that you are. And on a daily basis, you should remind yourself and condition yourself to think like that. If you're someone who struggles with procrastination, I struggle with procrastination. And the first thing that I try to tell myself every morning is do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now. I try to condition myself to have a do it now mentality because I understand that if I continue to procrastinate in the present, then my future is going to be that of a person who procrastinates. I will never have what I want in the future if I don't change that bad habit today. Because I see myself being the best version. I see myself being a high quality husband. I see myself being a provider. I see myself being a person that other people in my family can look to for guidance, for inspiration, for motivation, for financial assistance. I see myself being an individual that is well rounded and able to produce fruits of his labor around the world. In other words, allow my cup to fill until it overflows. That's how I see myself. So I know that in today, this present moment, I have to make the changes necessary, or else I won't be able to experience that version of myself that I see. But you have to first see that version of yourself. If you don't see that version of yourself, then you never know what's possible for who you are. So you are limited to your own self-belief. That is the cap. That is the boundary to your own success. So if you want to start experiencing more success, you need to start increasing the boundaries that you have, or just remove the boundaries completely and work on creating a limitless mindset and actually becoming everything that you want to achieve. I want you guys to remember that every single day, that the way that you feel about yourself is going to dictate the quality of life that you experience. And if you're not happy with the current experience that you have, then you need to change it by changing yourself.